So in today's video, I just wanted to remind you that you are doing amazingly well. And you have progressed so far along your path that you're a completely different person than you were previously. It's just that we can all be our own worst critics, can't we? And we can all beat ourselves up if we're not living up to that ridiculous self-image of perfection. And the ego uses this to keep us from the truth. And the truth is that we are perfect love, pure infinite consciousness. But we can all forget sometimes that our reality is just a projection, or it's a symbol showing us the decision that we've made, and it's showing us where we've either made the choice for fear, the ego, or we've made the choice for the Holy Spirit, or love. And just as an example, like I said in my last video, that I've recently separated from my wife. And while I had realized that that was really a symbol of me separating from my ego, but we continued to have contact, and that contact could hurt at times. And because I was feeling these seemingly negative emotions, I noticed myself doing what we all do, which is beat myself up for having them, and beat myself up for not living up to that perfect self-image. But after I reminded myself that it was me that was projecting this experience, I could just allow myself to feel what I was feeling without any judgment or guilt. Just allow it to be there, and then ask my inner teacher for guidance and to show me what is it do I need to see? What am I still holding on to? Where does my mind still need correcting? And the answer was that I was still talking to my wife and projecting that pain, I guess, for one reason. And remember, because everything is a symbol. Every experience, everything that you see in this reality is just a symbol of what we have chosen at a deep level, love or fear. And so as the real separation was happening inside of my own mind, what I needed to see was my own fear. And I was holding on to the relationship, which was being symbolized in my external relationship. But the real relationship that I was holding on to was the relationship with my ego. And I was trying to hold on to those last remnants of the ego out of fear of the unknown. Because I mean, embracing God, the love that you are fully and completely, and leaving everything that you have ever known behind for the complete newness of love, I mean, that can seem quite daunting and quite scary. And it's a fear that we've all held for a very, very, very long time. And I mean, it's the entire reason that we're all here in this world, projecting this fear outwards. But I also don't want you to think that ending or leaving a relationship is always going to be a symbol of leaving the ego, because it's not. It could also be a symbol of choosing the ego, because relationships can really show you who you are. And if you don't want to see that, if it's showing you something you don't want to see, then you could also leave the relationship for that reason. So what I'm saying really to myself and to you, because remember, we are all one, and it's really your voice that you're hearing through my voice, is don't beat yourself up when you feel seemingly negative emotions. And don't try and hide it from yourself by covering it with a layer of guilt. Just admit to yourself that you're feeling whatever you're feeling, and allow it to be, without any judgment, guilt, or shame, and without using it, or without letting the ego use it to say, see, you're not perfect. You don't deserve love, God, whatever. Because that's just another sneaky way the ego tries to keep us trapped and separate. And by doing that, you allow the inner teacher to come in and to correct your mistakes. And the only real mistake is the belief in separation. But learning that does take time, and that belief gets slowly chipped away at bit by bit, because it really has to. Our fear of love is way too great for it to just disappear all at once. So just be kind to yourself, and you are probably going to beat yourself up from time to time. But just try to notice yourself when you're doing it, and gently remind yourself of the truth, and that it was you that projected all of this. And now you can see it for what it is, which is simply a lesson. And it's a lesson in forgiveness, and it's a lesson in correcting that belief in separation. And every lesson is bringing you one step closer and closer, more and more into the love, God, that you are.